Read lips. Anyway, we are going to start with K-Dot shaking up the entire hip-hop game. Why? Just because he woke up and chose violence. So what we had dropped was we had Future and Metro Boomin's collab, We Don't Trust You. Right, that dropped. And we all were like, well, we know Future and Drake, they've been beefing right now. Like apparently they beefing over a chick, and Future opens up and he throws his shots at Drake, and he's like, okay, there we go. What we didn't expect is when we got to the track Like That it was going to be like that, right? K-Dot came in and we were listening and he said, mother F the big three, it's just Big Me. And that was me. Word? We shooting like that? Now, mind you, he came after shot after shot after shot. We talking. One of the things I like about K-Dot is you legitimately have to listen to his tracks like 10 times to pick up everything he's saying. Because it seemed like a very basic verse of like, hey, I'm throwing feelers out there. But he took some pretty significant shots. Now, Drake, unlike us, was caught off guard because there are photos of him in Miami, right? Now, in Miami, this is someone saying, hey, Drake, did you hear the new track of Kendrick Lamar? And he was like, oh, let me listen to it. And this is Drake immediately after. You know how stressful that has to be? Because, listen, we are not going to discredit Drake's numbers and Drake's hits or anything like that. But this is not Meek Mill. And he knows that. And so it was so bad that people kept asking Drake, yo, how are you feeling? So much so that he had to go while he was on stage and give his TED talk. People keep asking me how I feel. I feel fine. You should feel like me when you leave here with your head tall and your back straight. Do you know when you leave someplace where your head is tall? When you lose? That's the only time you need that reminder. When you get punched in the stomach, you go, I'm gonna walk out here with my head high. You are not safe. Now, J. Cole, he took his shots too, but here's the thing. We are excited. We are looking forward to J. Cole's response. We are looking forward to it because we know if these two go back and forth, this might save hip hop, okay? At least for the summer. Drake's got to say something because Drake went after Meg hard. He had back-to-backs for Meek Mill before Meek Mill could stop listening to the first one. And now he on stage giving motivational speeches. I'm just saying. He gonna have to hit the studio with J. Cole, maybe Wayne, and they gonna have to hit it hard. They gonna have to hit it harder than the feds hit Diddy's properties around America. Cause they hit Diddy hard. I appreciate that. Thanks, Big Tom. Timmy, Tom. I'm not even looking at the chat. For certain things, compliments will always catch my eye. So they hit Diddy hard. The Department of Homeland Security and others hit this man's properties everywhere. Now, why did they hit Brother Love's properties? Y'all know why. But they hit his properties and he left his kids there. They hit his property so bad his kids got cuffed. Look at this. This is Sean Puffy Diddy Combs III cuffed up on the street. And where was Diddy at this time? Outside the executive airport, pacing back and forth. He was trying to get on the plane. He couldn't. And then you know how crazy that is if you know your home is being raided and you leave your kids there? If Fuck Them Kids wasn't just a Bernie Mac moment in a movie, it would be Diddy's. Oh, Lord. So why is Diddy in this problem? Because Diddy is under investigation for sex trafficking and drugs, smuggling, and all the things. Now, sex trafficking is a very interesting thing because we hear sex trafficking, and I know people are thinking white minivans, kidnapping women off the street, drugs, Asian women in Kansas. It's a whole thing, but sex trafficking is not that deep. It can be, but if you go to a party with me hey, this is my boo. We drink, we drug up, we have a good time. And then Manny pulls up and he's like, oh, what you doing, Marvin? I'm like, hey, come get in on this. That's it's sex trafficking.
All right.
So, what we do know about Diddy is one thing. Diddy likes to party, right? And you gots to tell him no. You gots to tell him no. So, some of this sex trafficking may have been the act of doing just some random reckless shit. But we know during this time, Diddy has been hit with a bunch of issues, right? Like we had the issue with the 17-year-old girl, had the pictures of her sitting on his lap in the studio. We had the Cassie thing. We had Orlando Brown talking about the Then it became rumor after rumor after rumor of Brother Love, right? To the point where he began to get swallowed up. He was getting swallowed up by these rumors, right? He got swallowed up so bad that TD Jakes caught a stray in these allegations, right? Like they said TD Jakes was at the house on his knees giving praise. So there was a moment in all this investigation where they were like, wait, Diddy's private plane is in the air. They said Diddy is out. Diddy's on his way to visit Russell Simmons. And Bali, who bounced just the same way. Now, that's not what happened. Apparently, they grounded the plane in the Caribbean. So I think the plane was supposed to do a back loop and pick Diddy up at the airport, which is why he was pacing outside. But don't get me to making allegations. Let's give you facts. And one of the biggest facts is the FBI found a box of sex tapes in Diddy's apartment, and in a box that was titled, "Take That, Take That." That is an absolute lie. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll let you know now. That is an absolute lie. But that is the funniest meme I've seen in all of this. I mean, Carisha in the Tub was a good one too. But Take That, Take That. Brilliant. Now, Diddy is in the midst of, I guess, the world collapsing around him. And that is the same thing that happened to the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. I know, that is a horrible, insensitive transition. But it was good though, right? But it was good. And we go for high quality. No, listen, I'm from Baltimore, so immediately I got nervous, and text messages were coming in from people who were sending out love, and you go home and you check your family because yes, it's the Francis Scott Key Bridge, and maybe it's not directly, is that me? No. Oh, somebody's phone is ringing, but it's not mine. So the Francis Scott Key Bridge, and anything in any place where like danger happens and your family is there and present, you want to send out love. Now, the sad part of this is this may have been avoidable when we find that and expect in the investigation, but basically it was a large cargo ship that lost power. And then you could see like a plume of smoke come from the engine room, and then it just drifted, and it drifted into the bridge, and now that's the bridge collapse. So what was once in the beginning a search and rescue, they've now said it's completely a recovery, which means the missing folks are probably have not survived. So our thoughts and prayers are going to go out with their family, their friends, and co-workers, loved ones, because this, no matter what, the loss of one life is a tragedy. Whether it's your personal tragedy or not, it is a tragedy. So we send our thoughts, our prayers, our love, and we just hope that it wasn't negligence that caused this issue. There have been reports coming up that it might have been the dirty fuel or whatever. We will wait until the investigation is complete, and then we'll deal with the information there. But thoughts and prayers out to those whose family members are missing, for the one that's in critical condition, and for the people whose livelihoods are in danger. Now, one of the, I guess, most interesting things is the timing of this, because this is a massive infrastructure issue, and just last week, Congress passed a $1.2 trillion spending bill. 1.7 total, but $1.2 trillion with a massive amount of money set aside finally for infrastructure. Because in these great United States, potholes is potholing, bridges aren't bridging, and we have problems with our infrastructure. And also, the creation of these infrastructure deals will bring jobs back to communities that sorely need jobs. So this is a huge plus. We're talking about $387 billion, right? 66 for freight and railway, for roads, for public transportation, for all the things that we need as a country for the greater good. We're talking about, if we're talking about how to take care of the U.S. economy, this is one of the biggest things. So I was really impressed. And I was like, man, they spent almost the Alabama we all know and love, or don't love or hate, is powered by DEI. That entire team, that team that is 85% Negroes. You have no problem with that. No problem with diversity, equity, and inclusion when it benefits you. Imagine how that goes. Now, here's the thing, right? We get what DEI means to people by a simple tweet. This is Baltimore's DEI mayor, expecting hopefully 2 tracks apiece, because J. Cole's in album mode. He's going to have to say something, right? And then Kendrick's going to respond. I think we got one more and then one more, and then it'll be at that, unless somebody says something that really causes a beef. The person who's most stressed out in this is 21 Savage, because 21 fucks with all of them. And he's going to have to pick a side. 21. Where are we at? That black suit is killing. Yeah, I gave props for that. Thank you. Suit is casket sharp. First of all, don't let no coffin coming out your neck. See, you see what I did with that? That's the K-Dot. All right. Where are we at? Cuff Daddy Combs. Listen, I saw a meme that said Diddy's going to have his own cuffs when he comes out of the house, and I was like, this is brilliant. I'm gonna tell you, dude, people are funny. People are funny. Where are we at? I want Diddy be thrown under the jail. It look like they're Men in Black. Goddamn right I do. Thank you. So the transitions this week, I was feeling them. I was feeling the transitions. Sometimes I don't be doing anything with these. I saw something. Now that we're thinking about it, and I told Manny I wanted to do like a thing on it, but it's still in my heart. So Diddy sold his shares of Revolt today. And what I think is happening right now is I think Diddy's about to sell all his shit, get as much of his cash, and he's going to go visit Russell in Bali, which has no extradition, and they going to kick it. He going to pop in and out the country just like Russell be doing every now and then vanishes again. But someone was like, why do we keep taking down our black heroes? Stop. Just because someone makes money does not make them a hero. Okay? Yes, you can be a good businessman. You can be a good hustler. You can be a great drug dealer. It doesn't make you a hero. P. Diddy's not a hero. P. Diddy's never been a hero. P. Diddy, for the course of his career, has been under investigation for possibly hiring someone to kill Tupac, which we saw when OG got locked up. He said, somebody get Diddy on the line. I gotta talk to Diddy real quick. Diddy's not a hero. Someone who possibly molests kids, traffics sex, takes advantage of their power, is not a hero. I already cursed earlier. I know that's already gonna hurt the algorithm. Stop making famous people heroes because they're famous. That is not what a hero is. What a hero is let's go, a Geronimo Pratt, Huey Newton, oh my God, I just lost his name.
MLK.
A Fred Hampton, MLK, a Malcolm X. People who went out and sacrificed their livelihood, their lives for the embetterment of black people. That is a hero. And anything less than that, just because you can write a good song, just because you can make a good beat, just because you can say take that, does not make you a goddamn hero. Reevaluate what your definition and understanding of hero is. And please, if you have a problem with someone who is a detriment to the culture being removed, figure it out. Anyway, where are we at? Back to it. I'm ready to testify against Diddy. Pizza Popo, I'm so concerned about you so many times. Where are we at? Box of tapes, never too soon, and honey running out. Wait, too soon, sir. Hey, listen, honey Ray, I'm gonna go get it. All right, I'm gonna go get it. Listen, if it's too soon, I'll pray about it tomorrow. Prayers for DMB, love that. Where we at? I called off the rest of the week. Are you in Baltimore, Pizza Popo?
In Chicago.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, the potholes. There you go. Whom were these absentee voters who, right, the Negroes. Oh man, she do look like, maybe that's why she looks so pale in the face, because she was on Celebrity Deathmatch. Claymation looking ass. That's funny. She did not play Don't Play. They about to silence Marvin. He talking that talk. Listen, dude. Sometimes I be like, I got to chill, but then there be times where I be like, I cannot. Ever since they got rid of affirmative action, white folks been cleaning the house. Well, I think the thing is, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene's breath smells atrocious. Marjorie Taylor Greene's breath is the breath that you smell in the room, right? Like, you don't even have to talk to her. When you're like, damn, whose breath is that? That's her breath. Her breath looks like that. Now, affirmative action was a very interesting thing, right? Because sometimes we overdo things. Like, affirmative action's risk was, we legitimately said to white people, we don't give a fuck if you're white, hire us. You cannot say that to the people in charge. You cannot. I know, yes, it's fair, and we look at the numbers and say, but you cannot be like, fuck you and your kids. It's about me and my kids. So I think affirmative action went a little too tough in its principles. Do I believe if I'm equally qualified with a white dude on paper that I should get the job? Absolutely. But you can't say that to them, especially when they put out a mediocre product more often than not. Because that C student from a school will get the job over an A student at an HBCU every day. That's the problem. But fine, affirmative action made us pass. DEI is literally just a company's way of saying, we have a program that's dedicated to making sure we diversify, right? And again, you strike down diversity, and then the people who realize who have taken the most advantage of anything diverse in this country has been white women. And this is, again, what I said about the race insecurity. People will vote against their own self-interest because the line is white and black. And people want to pretend that that line doesn't exist. But I will tell you, and Chris Rock said in his joke, there's not a poor white guy who would switch places with him, and he's rich. There's something about that white, because it's been ingrained in them now since 1705. Why not ride it out? We're 300 years of white versus black. That's just not going away. It's so ingrained that they don't even realize they viscerally react to something that is in their own self-interest. Let's keep going. 97 study book. Funny, we got jokes. But listen, Bacon's Rebellion probably wasn't in your 1994's social studies book, to be completely honest with you. Be black proud. Make that make sense, Lords. Eyes colored. Oof. Y'all was in here hot when I was spitting, huh? Wait, go up a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. Germany, Italians. Okay, Marvin out here preaching. Trump, you hitting on something Marvin cooked today. Thank you. Message. Oh, this is just praise. Always. Yes, that's the Courtney. That is exactly what K-Dot be doing. Where it is. Why is Diddy your hero? Diddy's never been my hero. I came from. Listen. I think people pair success with heroism, right? Like, you became successful in America and you're black, you're a hero. Black successful people have been around since slavery. That does not make a hero. It just doesn't. Success and heroism are two totally different things. But yeah, I think that's it. No one has anything to say. This has been a lot of like, we in there, but any questions, any concerns, any comments, any topics that I might have missed that you were like, damn, I was waiting for Marvin to get on that. Trump's bond. Let's talk about that real quick and then we can get the fuck out of here. Trump had he lost his case for, let me get the numbers right real quick. Oh wait, I got a tally mark for every time I put up January 6th. Let me put another tab in there because I'm gonna let them know every time, every goddamn time. Let me go back. So Trump had he lost his civil case for $454 million and he had to come up with that bread. And so he's going to appeal that verdict. And in that time, you have to put up a bond for $545 million, right? You have to over bond. And what that is that over bond is the insurance. So he couldn't do it. No one would lend to him. No one would lend to the successful businessman that ran the United States of America. No one would lend the successful businessman who ran the United States of America $575 million. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Think about that when they tell you how successful he is and how great of a businessman he is. Anyway, because his attorneys are his attorneys and because the powers that be are the powers at be, his bond was dropped to $175 million. To which he immediately was like, deal, I got it in cap. And I knew they would. I just thought every time I put out a little bit of that hope, where's that clown photo that we had? Every time I put out a little bit of hope that people are going to do right by what this country is supposed to stand on, I get slapped in the face. So his hush money trial, which is his first criminal trial, is up to go to trial on April 15th. So coming up in the next few weeks, his hush money trial this will be his first criminal trial. And these are the ones that actually have to be started, finished, tried, and convicted. And then he'll probably appeal. And all of this is probably going to have to happen before Super Tuesday because, of course, he won the Republican nomination. The criminal, the man who legitimately tried to overthrow the United States of America, will be running for president again with the Republican nod. And you will have people out here tell you, I'd rather have him than Joe Biden. Why? Why? Because you've been duped to believe that a man who doesn't care anything about you, a man who runs on the campaign of white power and white insecurities, is actually going to take care of you? Ha 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 ha. Ha! Good job. Anyway, now I'm done. Who has OnlyFans? Me?
No, I said Trump.
Oh, I don't have an OnlyFans. But what I do have...
Damn, gotta get rid of the picture.
Oh, we don't have the picture? Oh, what I do have is a GoFundMe. And we are losing, ladies and gentlemen. We are losing poorly.
How much you up to?
I don't even know. Hold on. I'll pull it up right now. I'll tell you how much the team is. But I do want to give shouts shout outs to those who actually donated money to the GoFundMe, because for real, my car broke down last week, and I used a bit to do that. I was trying to see something real quick, and now y'all got me back on the road. So thanks. Yeah, hold on, but I do want to give love real quick. Now we just shooting the shit. It's fine. You can, if you're not on here anymore, you can just log off. Ain't gonna be no more news. Hold on, is this it?
Hit the like button.
Yeah, like, subscribe. Oh, I didn't do all of that. Hey, make sure you like, subscribe, send, share, take clips, make sure your friends watch it, bring people in. Like, do all the things, people. Do all the things. Let's help the show grow, because we need the help. And the only way these shows grow is by you. I can wish what I want, but as long as you guys take care of it on your end, you take care of it. The GoFundMe, it's called Trying to See Something Real Quick, and we have $160 raised. So that's been super dope, and I'm grateful for that. And I want to say who gave donations, because that was dope. We have Dom J, we have Edward Young Muhammad II, Anwar, Tamia, Ramona's always in it, Marquez, Donovan. So for all of you guys that donated to the GoFundMe, we appreciate it. Again, hey, Dom with the, you him right now. I appreciate that. Or her. It's her. Dom is her. Dom is her. Right? Dom is her. I think Dom was her. Dom, clarify. I think so. But hurry up.